We stand at the heart of this flawless illusion called the information age. But why does a human being spend hours peering into lives that offer them no benefit? Why do the sins of others, the downfall of celebrities, or those endless whispers on social media taste so sweet? The answer lies not in your morality, but in the dark and lazy architecture of your brain. As historian Yuval Noah Harari noted, gossip was an evolutionary tool that allowed Homo sapiens to survive and build large groups. Our ancestors whispered around the fire to know who was trustworthy and who was dangerous. But today, this primal survival mechanism has been hacked. The ancient tool that once held us together has mutated into a digital poison that numbs the mind. Gossip is the cheapest byproduct of how the brain processes social signals. It gives you an instant, cheap hit of dopamine. Because your brain uses someone else's life as a cognitive drug to escape the painful anxiety of facing its own inner void. It gives you a momentary reward, but simultaneously, it silently corrodes the most precious circuit: trust. Thinking, questioning, facing your own darkness, these require high cognitive energy. However, Malayani, meaning meaningless chatter, is the easy path of least resistance. You think you are relaxing by dissecting someone else's life, but in reality, your brain is acting like a lazy parasite, fleeing from the burden of thought and its own traumas. When you whisper about another, who are you really talking about? The great psychoanalyst Carl Jung strikes us with this bitter truth. Everything that irritates us about others can lead us to an understanding of ourselves. That arrogance you criticize, that morality you condemn, or that mistake you rage against at the gossip table, it is not them. It is a reflection of your own shadow self. To protect itself from the devastating psychological shock of accepting its own flaws, the ego always seeks the fault outside. Whatever you have suppressed, pushed into the subconscious, and are deathly afraid to face, you stone within the story of another. Gossip is an altar for exercising your own sins through someone else's body. It is the most primitive form of the defense mechanism you built to suppress your inner shame. The dark pleasure you take from another's fall is merely a fake painkiller, temporarily numbing your own sense of inadequacy. Do you think words simply vanish into thin air? In the physical world, a whisper leaving your lips is a massive leak in the energy dimension. Neurologically, this is the most destructive phase of emotional contagion. When you speak of someone else's negativity, your brain perceives that stress as your own reality. It immediately secretes cortisol and puts your nervous system on high alert. When you string those negative words behind someone's back, you pour your own life force, your sacred prana, directly into that person. Do you know what's even more terrifying? In esotericism, this is called trash transfer. In that moment, you attract the heavy karmic burden and the negative residue of the person you are judging to your own aura like a magnet. By dragging their sin onto your tongue, you smear their mud onto your own soul. With your own hands, you drain your energy and fill your interior with someone else's poison. In ancient Greece, Socrates applied his famous triple filter test to anyone who wanted to whisper to him about another. Are you absolutely sure what you are about to tell me is true? Is it something good? And is this information useful to me? If it isn't true, isn't good, and isn't useful, why should I pollute my mind with this burden? Modern cognitive science places this philosophy within a numerical framework. According to the work of Nobel laureate Daniel Kahneman, the human mind possesses a limited capacity of attention units per day. Every redundant thought, every hollow whisper, and every life of another that you analyze consumes a portion of this scarce resource. By noon, you have already squandered the mental budget given to you upon waking on the stories of others. This mental bankruptcy is precisely why you cannot focus on a single page of a book, or why your mind echoes with an unrelenting hum the moment your head hits the pillow at night. This is the sacred filter that modern humanity has lost. Every unfiltered word remains in your mind as an unresolved cognitive load. A mind that swallows everything it hears and vomits everything it sees is destined to lose its focus and eventually turn into someone else's junkyard. As this toxic cycle persists, you pay the price with your soul. This is the law of neuroplasticity. Your brain excels at whatever you repeat most. These whispers, which do not nourish but merely weary the form and ultimately wither the heart, build thick, superficial neural networks within your brain. Over time, this hollow activity becomes your new normal. This is why, when you finally wish to turn inward and engage in deep contemplation, you fail. Your brain tires instantly. You cannot focus. The center responsible for deep, focused thinking has atrophied from negligence. Your personal unconscious rejects this depth because contemplation demands intensity. It requires a complex and monumental surge of energy. But you have already dissipated that energy on the narratives of others. These redundant thoughts, which confine the mind, cloud the intellect, and mist over the heart, are the greatest shackles preventing you from reaching the boundlessness of your divine essence. Remember Eleanor Roosevelt's immortal words: "Great minds discuss ideas, average minds discuss events, small minds discuss people." As you fixate on the lives of others, you shrink the diameter of your own mind with your own hands. You imprison the vast potential for generating ideas within the narrow dungeon of gossip. Yet, every system can be hacked. You can break that restrictive gossip code inherited from your ancestors and imposed by your environment. This is merely a corrupt code written into your brain. Recall the great secret whispered by ancient wisdom centuries ago. They are those who turn away from all that is vain and futile. In psychology, this is called metacognition, the power to monitor and direct one's own thoughts. When you turn away from those hollow whispers, your parasympathetic nervous system activates and your energy returns to you. Your psyche lightens. As your mind finds peace, the gates to complex and profound thinking swing wide open. In that moment, the divine power within you manifests. Stop being an extra in the stories of others. Dive into the depths of your own mind and begin that journey of contemplation. Because now, the time has come to write a new, transformative code for your own soul.